Oh, come on. I had to do origami for my class. Well, since this was an art project, you could really do anything, but I picked origami because paper is easy to find, and I have a lot. Okay, for the first one. So, I learned how to make a paper crane, and it took 2 tries. How? This is the simplest thing. I failed. But I think it's because each fold is very precise, and one small mistake botched the whole project. I just had to learn which way things fold. So it was a good first one, I think. As you can see here, my origami skills are impeccable. Amazing. Here was the failed one. As you can see from here, I don't know what happened. But, yeah. Here's a crease pattern. So yeah, origami, you have to be pretty precise. And it's kind of messy from, if you look at it closely, it's not really that gray. Like, look at the tail and stuff, and the creases. But it's one of my more cleaner ones. They get messier.
Day 2.
Alright, day 2. This one is where I made the most. I made a shuriken, a boat, and an F-18 Super Hornet. So we'll start with the first one, I guess. I mainly made this because my friend gave me once paper shuriken, and I wanted to recreate it. And this one was pretty easy. I don't know. It's almost near perfect. I would say. There's obviously some mistakes, but it's the closest I could get to a clean origami. The bow, simple stuff really. This is like first grade. It's a boat. And then the F-18 Super Hornet. Now I was proud of this one. It doesn't fly well, but it looks cool, right? Although it is a little bit unsymmetrical. If you can see right there. And if you look at the underside, it's even more messier. There's a lot of folds, and it was just tough. You really have to be precise. Like, I know I've said this already, but like, precision is key here. And there's so many folds, and this was an absolute challenge. The hardest part actually was folding the plane in half, because you had to fold one part down while the nose stays up. It all turned out okay, but I don't know. I might recreate this in the future, see how well it looks.
Day 3.
Alright, so day 3, I wanted to improve, so I worked to intermediate origami, and I worked on the wolf, which I am a little proud of, because I think it looks pretty good. Again, still messy. Take a closer look. A lot of creases, a lot of bends where there shouldn't be. Some right there. The head, I was really proud of because of this tongue, but if you look from the front, it's not great. This side either. I could have worked on the feet a little bit more, and the tail's not supposed to look like this. But overall, I did like this one. And then we got the turtle. I failed this twice, actually. No, I only failed this once. This was the original one. I just had to refold it. It's not symmetrical, and it doesn't look good. I don't even know what this is. It doesn't look like a turtle. As you see, his legs are pretty unsymmetrical. Same with his wings, right? Overall, from these 2 projects in day 3, this is where it gets serious. These folds were much more intricate. You had to really be careful with what you were folding, and you had to be precise and delicate with your fingers. Because if you're not, you'll create a lot of unnecessary creases where there shouldn't be, and it looks messy, and it's not good. But yeah, I'm still proud of them, since I'm a beginner.
Day 4.
Okay, so the first thing I made in day 4 was a kunai. I remember having difficulty on this when I was in grade 4, but now I was able to complete it with ease. That's probably due to my many origami tries, but I really liked how this turned out. Pretty nice. This could use some work, but I think overall it's great. This was definitely probably my best work, as my folds were more precise and clean, and I was able to finish it pretty efficiently. It was good. But that's where the good things end. Throughout the rest of the day, I worked on my final piece, the dragon. This was terrible, and this was my hardest one yet. I have finished it, but in day 4, I wasn't able to finish it. I had to do it on the weekend, which was a Saturday. It wasn't that much of a hassle, but still, it took me a while. This was a 37-minute video, 27. It was difficult. The folds and how many patterns and instructions there are pretty crazy, and I really thought this was gonna be terrible, and I was partly right. As I'll show you in day 5.
What? Tomorrow.
Okay, so day 5, and I did finish it. It was terrible, absolutely vile. This foul creature was the bane of my existence. It was terrible. I thought it was going well, but along the way, my sloppy folds started to show. But I was able to finish it, which I'm proud of, since I definitely wouldn't have been able to finish it without my 4 days of experience. Every fold and every line, you have to be gentle, or it would look crumpled and messy, which is how most of my origami looks. But this, an absolute atrocity. This was absolutely foul. As you can see here, you can't even tell where anything is. What is this? This is supposed to be its arm. And here's its head. It wasn't good. Here's its wing. Okay. It was supposed to look like a cool wing. Now it looks like a crumpled Dorito. It's just messy, and it's just bad. But I stuck through it, and I completed it. Give you a closer look. 360 view. Whoa. Nice. Really amazes me is how people can create this. This is truly just difficult. If you haven't tried origami, you should once. Because I had to do it, and it was torture, so you should do it too. Okay, that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but
Send me, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply. I call it mathematics.
that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but it definitely was hard, and I did say it was torture, but it was still fun. Overall, I learned that, like, I know I'm repeating myself, but you have to be precise, you have to be gentle, and you have to have delicate hands, and these were definitely tough. I thought I was gonna have an easy time, but no. And I have now the utmost respect for people who do origami, because why do you do this to yourselves? I also forgot to mention that I made a penguin in day 4, and it also took 2 tries, mainly because my original try with black paper, the lines weren't able to be shown clearly. So if you're really trying to make it look cool, like this penguin, right, since it's black and white, or it's supposed to be, I wouldn't color it. It doesn't show well on paper. But I would try to get origami paper if you're trying to do stuff with color. You don't really need it. Normal paper works fine. I'll show you the penguin. I had a bit of difficulty with this one as well. The creases are not as clean. I added eyes. So yeah, here are the homies, as you can see.